the Hip Hip Hooray Lucas Beat Cancer Day. And Yvonne Moritz, who is the founder of Forces That Help that we have interviewed before, has been a great supporter of Lucas on his path and has been part of organizing the big construction parade that we are amidst. I am walking in the rain a little bit. I'm going to try to see if I can get Yvonne real fast and then walk back to my truck and drive in the parade. So as you're seeing, many trucks and cars. Lucas is a big fan of the big construction equipment. So there's many big rigs out here to have fun and participate in. I'm hoping there's an umbrella here. I did not bring one. Hi, how are you? Hey, is Yvonne over there? Does anyone have an umbrella real fast?
Yep, we do.
Just because I've got a phone and it's about to get wet. Howdy. Hello. How are you? We're doing a live for the community gathering. And woo! It's called being on call and improv. I might ask, wow, I'm just going to totally be in the rain, but Lucas has weathered the storm, so we're going to weather it as well.
So we're going to stage on 60th is where
I'm going
we
to
all
put
are.
my
Once you turn onto 60th, you'll
phone under someone's big rig here and wait until Yvonne's daughter comes on over here. But I will tell you, doing these lives is an adventure, but it is a community togetherness intention. And as you can see, Yvonne behind me is wearing a cowgirl hat, but she is standing in the rain as I'm ducking under a nice high riding truck. Look at this. We're looking at the engine. Yeah. I'm just trying to keep my phone from getting wet. And Yvonne's daughter is getting the umbrella. I'm doing a live with Causes United. And thank you. I've got a nice person here. Yes. And then I'll just have a little chat with Yvonne about how she's been supportive to the whole process.
Okay, cool.
So, are you photographing for a particular group?
For Horses That Help. I did
Horses That Help?
House.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, I've actually photographed Lucas before.
Oh, beautiful. That's
Sure,
wonderful. Would it be all right if I just jump under here and talk to your mom real fast? Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
So who's my holder?
And
Jessica,
we'll just switch positions. Wow, talk about going with the flow. So here we are with the Horses That Help group. We've been out to the farm before, and things are getting a little more underway. And I just thought maybe we'd take a minute, because I know this is all time sensitive, and just talk about your supportiveness to Lucas and his path.
Gotcha. Well, Lucas is an amazing kid. He's been through a lot. He's only 3 years old, and he's fought a lot of battles. So we are here to celebrate with him today. He has finished his chemotherapy. He just got out of the hospital on Monday with a different issue, and he's a little fighter. So we are here to support him and to just say, Lucas, the community has your back.
And this is a surprise parade that's going on, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
I mean,
it's
at
a
3 years
surprise for
old, you
him.
don't know a lot of what's happening other than happiness and laughter and everything that surrounds you.
Yeah.
So has he been out to Horses That Help?
Oh yeah, many times.
I imagine so.
Yeah,
and
many times.
Wow, so he enjoys riding the horses and the
Riding and most of the animals. He
right?
really likes the
goats,
and
yeah,
the
and
turtle
his
and
picture.
The chickens. Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. So today you are having big construction rigs and the fire department is out here.
Yes.
And I just see a lot of the big cars and the tree cutting companies and all the things that are just big trucks.
He's a typical little kid. And he
Exactly.
loves trucks
Bob the
and
Builder
cars and
is what's going on.
So we've got Mickey Mouse, Bob
Oh
the
my
Builder, all
goodness.
sorts of big trucks. And we've got a line going down here and more people coming in on the
That's
way.
beautiful.
So
Yes.
we'll have a really good turnout.
The meeting spot is 130th and 60th, and we're basically on the corner of Coconut and then taking the route that has been posted on social media. So I'm going to get out of everyone's way. If I can return this, I'll just drive with everybody, and I might be in slow enough rain to just walk over.
If you want to, or because at the address it's 57th and Coconut. So if you want to be there and you can capture
and then
all
I'll
the
just
cars.
give this back to you at
Okay.
that point. Is that
No
okay?
problem,
Or
no
you
problem.
all good with that?
Okay, good.
Okay, well, thank you everyone for all you're doing. It's going to mean the world to a young child. I'll talk to you later. Thank you. So as I continue with this, it's just like this past week when we had our parade for the Seminole Ridge High School. It's a community event when everyone just comes together, and even those that are not part of the families, there were still a lot of community neighbors out. And to see that with posters and with balloons and with celebration and with applause and with music, it really shows the flavor of what this community spirit is all about with all of the contributors and the participants. So I'm just going to take it a little bit of an about face. You've got one of these fun rigs behind us. Howdy, everyone. You're prepared for this road. I'm going to go back to my truck and just drive the parade too. But I'm doing a live with Causes United. We've been out to Horses That Help before, so we're just part of showing the love of the community. Awesome. Take care. Yeah, that's what it's all about. So you see a whole lineup going on. We're on 130th. And if you come in, if you're actually nearby, I guess, because we're going to be starting this parade. 5:30 was the time to get driving. We've got Save More Tree Service going on here. Anything with big trucks was the name of the game, because as you heard, Lucas is a big fan, as all little children are, of anything with a big engine sound and a big honking horn. And I'll tell you, I have 4 children that are under 10 years old, and when you're 3 years old, it's all popsicles and laughter and playing on the floor and doing puzzles and finger painting and just as much playfulness as you can wrap your head around. That's always the pleasure of giving to your children. And the emotional strength that a family has to go through, which I just bless them for what they've been having to go through, and just meditate light and love over all of them, to have this experience be theirs. That's just, you would never get out of prayer. You would always be praying for wellness. And all the strength that you can get from anywhere that you can get it is the way you get through this. And this seems to be what is giving the family the emotional fortitude to be able to support their little son Lucas and help him be strong and have an outlook that is full of good energy. Because again, little children don't exactly know all that they're going through, but they take on the energy that is surrounding them. So as that happens, the energy that surrounds them in this case is all love and togetherness. And so behind me, you're going to see the fire department. We were actually just out to the fire department doing, I don't know if this is station 26. Yeah, it is actually, giving them healthy food for the love of food in the Target Plaza on 441 in Okeechobee. So here they are. And then you've got Attaway Crane Service over there. I mean, Lucas is gonna see out his window or go into his front yard and really just, I think his eyes are gonna be as big as the wheels on every one of these trucks. So it's my pleasure, as each one of these Causes United filmings take place, howdy everyone, that I'm really getting to enjoy deeper and deeper the love of our community. And so here again, Station 26, we've basically got 3 of the fire trucks of Station 26 happening here. They've actually been out to 2 of my children's birthday parties. I better get in my truck so I can be part of the parade, but I'm going to wind up having to let everybody get in front of me. But they really do a lot to just, if they are able to, and an urgency of another sort doesn't call them, then they are happy to bring happiness to the children of our community and to those that just would have an extra big smile going on. And let's see, maybe if they want to roll their window down. They're looking away from the wheel right now, but if they look in my direction, I'll say howdy to Causes United and all of Loxahatchee and the Acreage. Howdy everyone. Let's see if I can get their attention. They're on the other side there. Probably. Hey there, I think we're getting someone. Hey, is this, you're not Richard? Okay, I thought you were Richard. No, we were actually out with the love of food, giving food to your station this past week, but I'm with Causes United, which is we're doing a live right now of just Loxahatchee and the Acreage and all the causes that are always going on out here. So I just thought, well, you're here. Let me say hi and let the community say hi. And
thank you for Palm Beach County. We're glad to participate in this event.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, thank you for doing this for Lucas. It's just going to make his eyes pop out when you guys drive by his house.
We hope he enjoys it.
Yep, yepper. Thank you again.
No
Take
problem.
care. All right. And just a little shout out from Station 26. Well, thank you everybody for tuning into this. And just like with the community parade for Seminole Ridge High School, hi. Oh, look at that. Howdy, kiddos. Just everyone out here showing the love to Lucas and his family. And as long as everything just kind of goes on time here, which I'm sure it is, because once the fire department arrives, that's what everyone waits for, to make sure that that big anchor of the cause is present. So I'm going to try to unlock my door. Got a little bit of a mosquito trying to say, yeah, I've got to learn the TikTok so I can pause in between things and keep the film going. Oh, follow her TikTok. Well, oh my gosh. Oh my word. Well, leave it to children to have fun with everything. Following Blake, there you go. Okay. All right, I got up into the car. You know, I'll tell you, it's kind of a little bit laughable, so I guess everybody can laugh along with the effort that it takes to put these lives into play. And so there might be a little bit of rain, and I might have to duck under a truck engine, and I might have to stand in the rain and pray my phone doesn't get wet. But like I say, the importance of what goes on with each of these broadcasts that I have, just through imagination and divine inspiration, been called to do, it is every cause that I've been able to go to has been bigger than those that are even the founders of it. So anything that can be done to bring attention to the different causes we've been with, Loxahatchee Lost and Found Pets, and Barky Pines, and Horses That Help, and Delmar Farms, and the school parades, and Charmed Life Farm, and just here we go. I'm gonna make sure that we get the flashing lights, and the parade is about to begin. Howdy, y'all! And as long as the rain is not pouring down, I'm gonna make sure that I hang the phone out. But with each of those establishments that we go to, it's just a larger-than-life experience, and it's a humbling experience for any of those that are participating in bringing this to the community, bringing it to the children, bringing it to the animals of the community. It's a real quilt of a community in, like, the coat of many colors, and anything that you can do to bring life and love to one another. And that's the quiet force that is the identity behind the Acreage and Loxahatchee. So, you know, as you get involved with each of these functions, it's just a pleasure to gain that deeper appreciation for what this community stands for and how it stands beside one another. So that is a very big privilege for me to be able to dive into. My family moved out here almost 5 years ago, and then we just kind of knew that we wanted to have a country life for our children to be able to grow up amongst. So we wanted elbow room and land, and all our homes out here are over an acre of land. Here's our big puddle jumper. Howdy, y'all! And so, you know, you came out here, we didn't know anyone, and we just started our life by going to the local playground, Kidscape playground, and going to the Acreage library, and whoever was there regularly, we were then some of the new regular ones, and we got to know everybody through consistently placing ourselves within environments that had people regularly around. And then we made friends, and now, years later, one step at a time, you know, we opened our family business in the Acreage Plaza with a real estate store, and met a lot of people on the sidewalk, and just keep on making friend after friend. Here we have the sheriff's department blocking the road in the corner to allow the patrons who are contributing and driving along to be able to get into the road. But it's little by little making intentional effort to show up, because people sometimes, there's even a book that is written about it, but it's a person who traveled and moved 20 different times, and each time was looking for where they felt at most feeling like they were at home. And what they learned and what they then wrote about was how it's not a matter of where you place yourself to live, but how you show up in that community. And if you don't get out of your house and go to that place where everybody can finally meet you and then learn your name and learn the name of your family members, and if you don't go out to the parades or to the causes or somehow participate in what the community stands for and has as its history, then you won't feel that type of feeling of hominess. So I think that even just through this, I always say everything is divine intervention, and so whenever something inspires you and calls you to do something, it's because there's a greater purpose in store for you. And if you listen to that, then you're going to have a play in the lives of those that are around you, and then they're going to have a play in your life. And so it becomes your godly existence. And this is just another one of those moments. Last week on Saturday, well, it's now last week, we're only a few days into this week, but on Saturday with the community parade for Seminole Ridge, I saw those different young women and gentlemen who I had referred to, that every student matters. Every type of personality has a different way that it shows up into their life experiences. And I saw the children that were easily happy-and-go-lucky. Howdy, everyone. And I saw the children that, or the youngsters that were a little bit, shy and maybe reluctant to take the walk. And I just saw a piece of time taking place in front of me. And here I see that again. And if you are on this live because you saw the picture, or you've seen the pictures in Yvonne's Facebook or in the Facebook of those that have promoted this around, you see this little boy Lucas, and he looks like the sweetest young little boy, and I mean everyone is angelic at that time of life. It's a beautiful thing to see those that are that little. I had a Facebook flash forward today that reminded me of a memory, and it was of a couple of my children and a picture of them when they got their first big child bed. And they're standing on top of their bed with their postures and their smiles and their arms spread out, and it just those little chubby cheeks that your children have, and those are joyous times. And every year that follows are still joyous times. I revel in every minute that we have to be grateful to have the lives that we do have as families. And so as we drive up to this, you're gonna see balloons and a tent, and the sirens are going off, and I'm just going to roll my window down. The rain has slowed down. I think we've got some other trucks over here coming in to be fun with this. And right now you're probably hearing it. I'll stick this up window. Woohoo, Lucas! Oh, that is beautiful. I am just really profoundly appreciative of what the heart space of these parents are feeling, because it's just such a path for them to have been the strength for their son to be able to be what they're being. I'm going to let this gentleman come on in here and pass through, and if he's making a right turn, well, maybe he doesn't want to get through right now, so I'll keep moving forward. Always be kind to the drivers. So watch this. I mean, what? Paw Patrol is here. Oh, and Mickey Mouse is here. This is awesome. So, and if you have your own children that can see this parade to show how much love is out there and how grateful we are all to be. And I'm going to try to zoom in for Lucas here so you can catch Lucas here. Howdy! That's beautiful! Hello. I'm doing a live oh, you're beautiful. Thank you. That wasn't necessary. God bless all of you. There's Lucas. I'm going to zoom in so you can meet Lucas there, if that's okay. Let's see if we can get Lucas. There he is. And I'm getting honked at, but you have to see Lucas. That's what the parade's all about. I am so honored to be able to bring this to you. Yay, Yvonne. Thank you. That's beautiful. Woo! Pots and pans rattling with a spoon. That's just amazing. And here come the trucks, the fire trucks again. They made their U-turn to go back around. I got a cupcake given to us. That is just wonderful. For the family to think they're giving back to those that are giving forward. That's humanity in motion. God bless them. So this is also very private to the family, and I don't want to make them feel like they need to, have too much undrawn attention on film for themselves. Woo! So I'm not going to pull over and try to have extra footage or anything like that. I just wanted to really bring to the community the opportunity to share in this beautiful, loving moment, and that's only what Causes United is ever going to intend on doing, and each one of our lives will be for that purpose. And I really hope that we all get to get a little sparkle of the pixie dust of love whenever you join us. So I do populate this. I'm just gonna hook a U-turn here for the parade. No, it's a Lucas Beat Cancer Parade. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing going on back there. So one of the neighbors, and you know what, that's what these lives are also about. Not everybody knows that this is going on, and so it's not intentional that they're maybe not being able to attend. But when you're on social media and we share these forward, and I bring these posts forward into all the local Acreage, Loxahatchee groups, then everyone gets to see something that maybe they weren't aware of that was happening. So it's such an absolute pleasure to do this, and as I guess just turn back and head back up the street, here's our puddle jumper coming by again. I think everyone's coming down this road to make their U-turn. Look at that. There you go. They're just friends of the town. There you go, everybody. They're just going right back through the yard. They don't need to use a road to make a U-turn. They won't get stuck. It's just a beautiful thing. So, once again, those that didn't know that this was going to take place can now just be able to see themselves on a couch and just kind of get a cup of coffee one morning and appreciate the love that their community has displayed. So that neighbor had actually just said, "What happened?" And it sounds like a big ordeal happening right now with sirens and fire engines and police trucks and cars with traffic. And if you didn't know that this was a parade that was happening, you're thinking something big is happening in town. And there's a lot of, gray clouds right now, but rain or shine, the community came out and shined their love and bestowed it upon the family. And, prayer is a strong force. And prayer really brings into alignment the unified energy amongst humanity and amongst those that pray with intention. Howdy, y'all! And so, when you gather and two or more are gathered, you're present with God's energy. And that's what's happening here. There is just a pouring down of God's light onto this family right now. And this young boy, he doesn't even know why are all these people and trucks and sirens coming out. But it is a beautiful thing, and he's going to have sweet dreams. And when his parents put him to bed tonight and he's actually at home instead of the hospital, and they just do storytelling with him, because storytelling is a beautiful thing. It's not always about reading the book. It sometimes is self-authored storytelling, which I know I always enjoy doing with our children. And they're going to be able to just say, so today was a special day, Lucas, and you know, every time that we look into each other's eyes and we read one another's souls and we uplift one another with the strength and the love that we have for one another, remember today when you saw all those lights and sirens, can you believe that God sent you all those trucks because they loved you so much that they came out that way for you? That's just a beautiful story that the child goes to bed with such a peace in their heart, with having that be the story that their family is able to tell unto them. So I'm going to, one more time, I'm going to let you get a little glimpse in on the family again. And once again, Yvonne, you are a light in our community. Thank you for being so much of a presence for the family. Oh, it's so fantastic. There's Lucas. What a beautiful little boy. He can't be more than, I don't know, 2.5 feet tall. Such a wonderful thing, childhood. Well, I'm going to call it a day on our live today. I hope you enjoyed that display of love that our community shined forward. You all just keep on thinking about how can you bring forward your love into the community, bring forth your support into the community, and be the light of God in all things you do. So have a beautiful evening this beautiful Wednesday, June 3rd, and we will be seeing you next week on our next spontaneous community gathering on whatever the next great sight there is to see in Loxahatchee and the Acreage. Take care.